You doing good? Everyone enjoying San Japan?
Everyone looks really tired.
Well, of course they would be.
Yeah. No, it's Saturday, yeah.
We've got a wild ride for you guys.
Y'all are in for a treat tonight.
You won't be disappointed.
Oh yeah, if you were hoping to sleep, you're probably not going to sleep after this.
Who needs sleep at a con anyway, right?
I know, right? It cuts into con time.
If there's a seat next to you that's not filled and it's in the middle, fill it so we can have the outside seats so we can clearly tell how many seats we have left. Thank you. Yeah, no saving seats, no bags on seats. Bags are in your lap or on the floor in front of you.
Thank you, sir. You're doing an amazing job. There you go. Yes, thanks. Is everybody in?
Yeah, if people are getting to be better writers, it kind of sucks. Makes our job harder.
What matter how well they write?
I mean, I pressed the button. I think it is. How do I know if it's on? Where's the little record? Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Everything was red. You doubted me now. I had one job, literally one job. I went over and turned it on.
Don't worry, folks. Everything was fine. False alarm.
Everything was not fine. Nothing's ever fine.
Everything that can go wrong is going to go wrong. Okay, the doors are closed. You are stuck with us for the next hour and a half.
We've got 1 hour and...
You should not be cheering.
Okay. Take it away.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wolfpack Cosplay's presentation of Horrible Fanfiction Theater, Volume 2, Revengeance.
It's actually misspelled on the guidebook, by the way. Sorry about that.
Hey, it suits it.
We misspelled a fictional word. It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's alright.
Oh, ruh-roh. It's a key card.
Somebody lost a key card to the Marriott. It says elite members on it.
Yep, and a elite member.
The 1%.
I actually think that might be mine.
Is it yours? We'll leave it up
Whoever
here.
gets it is
We'll
getting
leave it
a
up here. If
fancy
you're missing a
room
card key
tonight.
at the end of the panel, just come pick it up. And if it's no one picks it up, it's probably yours.
What's that?
If no one picks it up, it's probably yours.
Right, because I'm a pleb.
Okay.
Bourgeoisie swine.
As Marcus was saying.
Yes.
We spent the last year finding you the worst fanfics we could. Thank you. Putting them through the ringer to give you only the cream of the crap. Tonight you'll laugh, cringe, and maybe even take part in our antics. Bringing you our fanfics tonight are Long Dong Silver as Jalal.
Stand up.
My name is Long Dong Silver, and I am all about the party.
The Cook as Max.
Best in the world!
Woo!
The Salty Lion as Pool Party Brave.
Okay, what's up, guys? Thank you again so much. This means a lot. Another full house. Thank you very much, guys.
And Kamen Rider Zero as Kamen Rider Zangetsu.
This very well-spoken gentleman over here is cosplaying as Rags to Riches Skull Kid. And he is Jetstream Chives.
I was going down a dark path, but then Link, he set me straight. Look where I am today.
The 1%.
Alright, so we're finally gonna get to it, sorry.
Let's do it.
By the way, we're keeping the authors of these anonymous so you don't, like, flame them.
Yeah, we don't trust you guys. You trolls.
You can find these on your own.
I am.
The first fanfiction of the evening is High School DxD, Divine's Gear. Chapter 1, Prologue Meeting. Okay, I'm warning you right now, the next whole paragraph that follows is one sentence.
There isn't even a period at the end.
There is zero period.
Just stops, commas, but no periods.
Commas and no periods.
So let's see where this goes. As a man with yellow-black hair walked along the underworld, he sighed. He was sent by something he hated. A mental message by someone hidden form even him as he walked forward. He started to hear a cry, not a cry of pain or death or sadness, but a cry of loneliness. As he rushed ahead, he stopped as he saw a small baby in a gray basket. The baby, from what he could see, had dark brown eyes and silvery blue hair. As he picked up the basket, he wondered if this was the reason for the message. As he walked away, basket under one arm, a note appeared, form a small ruff of grass. Parentheses, note says as follows. To who finds this, please look after this child. As you raise him, teach him, train him, for he is. But the rest was smudged and unreadable, just like this paragraph.
Just like this fanfiction.
And in seconds, the note burns away as the man looks down at the boy. He smiles. And from under his black coat, he places a silver knight chess pieces next to the baby's bronze's queen. He smiles. Believe me, we're as lost as you. So what will you grow to become? It then that the man and the baby fade to the darkness. Chapter 2.
The darkness.
First year's train. 8 years later. As a boy runs through the dark gardens of the fallen angel Governor General, he smiles and cheers as his father's servants chases after him, for the kid is half naked. Lower is hair, lower is clothed. As the boy runs through mud and underbrush and shrubs, it only after a whole hour that he is stopped by his brother, Valley, who has gray hair and dark steel blue eyes.
Oh, Master Valley, are you back? Where is your father?
Says the maid who picks young boy up.
He is not my father, you dumb servant.
Valley roars in anger as his aura covers him and seeps around the boy and the servants, but unknown from the group, a smaller aura is blocking Valley aura form, harming the boy. If then a darker, stronger aura took over, and Valley turned around to see the man that took him in look straight at the him. That was enough to send a cold shiver down your spine.
Like that sentence.
Became afraid as Valley looks at Azazel. He stops, but is stopped as his right arm starts to ache and burn as he falls to his knees. Once again, this whole thing is one sentence too, so I'm trying to... Azazel rush over, as does the rest of the maids, minus the one holding the young boy.
What?
About time to bring him in, said Honora. I think, wow, they put that in quotes too, hold on.
No, they put a quote, and then at the end they put a colon. This is like unlearning English. This is hard.
The man nods, stopping Azazel, he smiles and rushes inside.
So, little one, bath time?
And then she sees that the young boy is unconscious and breathing raggedly.
What?
She rushed through the manor at full tilt. As she rushed past her master and her fellow servants, she run right for main medic room. And kicked the door in and told the doctor there was something wrong with the boy.
Most weird indeed. What happened?
And Anor stays silent.
Well, girl, speak, the doctor says.
I don't know. Master Valley releases his aura, then Master Azazel did the next thing. I know he is like this. If we start shouting for no reason, it's in all caps.
Ananor says in a worried and scared tone.
I don't know. I've been around them for 6 to 8 years now, so something else must be happening thing.
The doctor roars lightly as Ananor looks around. She tries to remember.
It's all bunched together too. It's really illegible.
Nothing that I remember.
She says in fearful voices.
Just him running around the gardens, that's all. Nothing bad or major.
Yes, I guess not. So what could have made him black out?
Leave him with me. I will find out what is wrong.
Ananor nods and leaves the room. As the doctor looked at the boy, he wondered what was the reason for all of this. As the hours ticked down, the doctor tired to find the reason for the boy. As he scanned the boy, he was shocked to see what he had found. He waked the boy, told him he was okay, and to bring Azazel, the boy nodded and did as he was told. Again, no punctuation at all. 20 minutes later.
What is it, Doctor? I'm busy training Valley Powers.
It about him.
Yes? What about him?
My lord, as you know, he collapsed before, and I have found out why.
Yes? What is it is the reason?
Do you know the origins of the boy, my lord?
No, why? Spit it out before I have you spit it out.
Azazel says, get pissed off now.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Turns out, sir, that he is not a devil, nor angel, nor fallen, nor human, nor half-blooded.
The doctor says nervously and mumbling.
Then what is he then, Doctor? Well, answer me now! Exclamation point now, exclamation point.
Azazel says, both mad and curious.
Well, my lord, it turns out he is...
Turns out he what?
Azazel says, getting madder.
Matter.
of unknown low blood, my lord.
He flinches slightly.
Pleases don't hit me or feed me to the monsters or kill me, my lord. Please, please. Not pleases, pleals.
The doctor pleaded as he looked at his master. As Azazel looked at his servant, he rubbed his noses and temple.
All at the same time. So you are telling me that my son is the son of what exactly?
Azazel asked, calming down.
That I don't know, sir.
The doctor says lightly. Azazel nods as he turns away.
What? I'm so hurt. I'm so confused.
Aaron.
I lost my place.
It's that bad.
Oh, here it is. I got it. Tell no one of this. Do you understand?
Don't worry, neither do we. The doctor nods. Azazel nods and walks out of the doors, trying to figure out just what his adoptive son is. Unbeknownst to Azazel, someone else was listening in on it all. His eyes and ear were both shocked that his so-called brother was not his real brother, though he knew it, but was not fully sure.
That's the end of it.
The end.
And that was only the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, again, apologies if we were like scatterbrained, but that was the most like bunched up one, so
It's a dyslexic person's nightmare.
Like, it's all like bunch of paragraphs after another, so.
I get a headache looking at it. I
Everyone
really
in the
do.
back, can you hear us okay, or good? All right.
Sweet, better than last year.
Alrighty. We are going to call you up. We need a
Mr. Lewis.
Yeah. He'll be playing the role of Megan, the talking penis.
Is that why you I can't answer that.
What is the title of this wonderful fan fiction?
The title of this fan fiction is Madoka's Search. And the Talking Penises. With hats.
With hats.
Fedoras.
What's a penis without a hat? I mean,
Oh, hats were meant to be put on heads after all.
what's up? I'm sorry?
Talking the most, and it's kind of hard to hear you sometimes.
Me?
Marcus. Louder.
Louder?
Louder.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
All right.
Just do it!
You got it. Cranking it up. Ready?
Let's do it.
One day, Madoka Kaname received a mysterious letter. It said that if she ever wanted to see her beloved Hamura again, she would have to give up hope forever, and then her location would be revealed to her. Don't worry, we're still confused too. It's okay, we'll make it through together. Madoka at first didn't trust the letter. How would they know when she'd given up hope? Or give her Hamura's location? But when she went to school the next day, Hamura wasn't there. She was a bit shaken, but shrugged it off, thinking and hoping she was sick. But after a week of this and no contact, Madoka didn't know what to do. She can never give up hope. It's who she was. So then she fell into depression.
That's fast.
She moved away from her family into an apartment and filled it up with dozens of cats to help comfort her. She also turned to the marijuanas to help ease her.
My kind of woman.
Then she heard about a huge party next door.
Must have been my room.
She decided to go help her feel better, and because she could have some fun, forget about her magical lesbian lover. But when she opened the door, she was quite surprised. Colorful lights filled the apartment, spinning around, with two figures at the center. One was Yuno Gasai, who was there with her date, Megan.
Megan.
Megan was not a human, though. She was a 5.5-foot tall penis with a sombrero.
Good night, everybody.
When Madoka walked in, she noticed that there were a half a dozen penises with hats in the apartment, each with a different hat. One had a fedora.
My lady.
One had a cowboy hat. One had a beret. One had a fez. One had a party hat. And then there was Megan with her sombrero. Seeing all these penises made Madoka feel happy. Finally, a place where she could go and just talk and look at a bunch of penises with hats. Her life's dream. But it didn't feel complete without Hamura.
Why do you look so sad?
Asked Megan, as she was a talking penis.
Nothing.
That's my best Madoka impression.
Said Madoka, starting to feel nervous.
It's all right. You can tell me. I mean, trust me. When have you not been able to trust a talking penis?
Said Megan.
I guess you're right. Hey, before I tell you, how come you can talk if you're a penis?
Asked Madoka.
Well, you see, when there were 6 of us were born, our brain wasn't in the right head, if you know what I mean.
It was in the southern head, not the northern head.
Shut up. It ended up in this one, so our penises grew to how tall our body was supposed to be. Remember, I'm 5.5 feet. But when we were our bodies, we couldn't go anywhere, so we just walked away. So now tell me why you're sad.
Can't deny the science of that.
Scientifically proven.
Explained Megan.
Well, you see, hope is dope.
That just gave me cancer.
I am Hope. Hope is me. And I got this letter in the mail saying if I ever wanted to see my lesbian lover again and make the Yuris with her, I would have to give up Hope. But that is something I feel I cannot do.
Said Madoka, sadly.
Well, me and Yuno could help find her.
Suggested Megan.
Oh, really? That's so thoughtful. Thank you, talking penis.
Said Madoka.
So high.
End of chapter 1.
No, man.
I want some of what she's smoking. Actually, maybe not if she sees a bunch of talking penises. That sounds horrifying.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give it up for Megan, the talking penis.
Oh boy. This next one is not for the faint of heart. I feel dirty just reading this. Like this is some serious shit.
How many people here are fans of Harry Potter?
You won't be after this. You will never watch that movie or read that book and think of it the same way.
All of them.
The title?
The title of the next piece is called Dobby. And the Beast. Believe me, I'm just as scared as you are. I'm narrating this.
Let's do it.
Hagrid was in his cottage after a long day of taking care of the grounds of Hogwarts. He was relaxing on his couch with a large cup of mead, but he was lonely.
It doesn't get any better.
it's all downhill from here. It's gonna go down fast.
This is the threshold.
Harry and his friends would not be arriving at Hogwarts for another month. Alos, also, I guess. He was afraid for Harry because Voldemort wanted to kill him. Just then, there was a crack, and Dobby the house elf appeared before him. Yeah, you know what?
This gonna be good.
He came every night to clean Hagrid's hut and make sure he had enough wood for his fire. And that his trash cans were empty. Lately, Hagrid enjoyed more and more these brief visits. They didn't say much to him. But Hagrid was beginning to develop feelings for the tiny elf.
How are you?
Said Hagrid to the elf.
Good, sir. Dobby is very good, sir.
Hagrid looked longingly at Dobby as he bent over the fireplace, as he added more logs into the fire. He wanted to say something.
Dobby?
He began, but he stopped.
Yes?
Said the elf. Hagrid hesitated, but Dobby could read in his eyes what he desired for to say.
Dobby loves sir, too.
He said,
You sick bastard!
Hagrid wasted no time. He grabbed the little elf and tore his tea cozy off.
Tore it right off.
Oh, sir.
Said Dobby with a grin on his face, as Hagrid dropped his drawers and got ready to put his wand, and I don't mean his broken one, into Dobby's naughty place. However, there was a problem.
Oh my god.
Sir?
Started Dobby.
I don't think I can take you. You're just too big for me.
So Hagrid's packing heat, apparently.
It's okay, Dobby.
Said Hagrid with a smile.
I have just the solution. Tell no one.
This is horrible.
Hagrid reached over for his other wand and said,
Engorge you, assholes! This is the only way.
Dobby was suddenly struck with the oddest feeling he had ever felt. Suddenly, his love hole was massive.
Now that's a wee bit better.
Oh, Lord. Said Hagrid, and then he lowered Dobby onto his throbbing manstick. But, even with the spell, it barely fit inside.
the fan fiction, by the way. That wasn't improv.
Cried Dobby.
My morale is it just keeps going lower and lower and lower.
Just like dogs.
Yelled Hagrid as he started to thrust in and out of the small elf, altered by Hagrid's huge mass inside him. Okay, now I'm scared for the last paragraph. Then, as Hagrid was about to come, Dobby realized there was another problem with their love. However, it was too late. As Hagrid calmed into Dobby, filling him with his flood of love, and making his stomach bloat outward as if he were pregnant or something. Hagrid relaxed and withdrew from Dobby, causing a quarter-man juice to come out. Don't worry, it's the last sentence, it's okay.
We're almost through it.
Dobby was tired and fell asleep in Hagrid's hairy, loving arms.
It's all ogre now. I'm gonna go throw up real quick. I'll be right back.
We apologize if you just ate.
Come back!
Come back! The next one's much better, we promise.
Don't worry, we planned this out. There's a good cool down for this.
Okay. The next one is a crossover.
And to the rest of you sick little children who are still around after that, I salute you.
Yeah.
During this one, we are going to ask for a volunteer. If anyone is interested, when we ask, just raise your hand and we'll pick. Then one or two. Okay. Yeah, during the fiction, we're going to ask for a volunteer. When we do, raise your hand and we'll pick one of you. I believe it's a female role, right?
Yeah, it's a female.
But we don't care, as you saw. So, okay. The title of this one is Garfield versus Reggio.
Garfield, the savior of the earth. Garfield was relaxed in the swimming pool, enjoying his lasagna with his bare, manly hands.
This is the best lasagna ever.
Garfield declared in an approving voice. Suddenly, a loud, cackling voice can be heard through the radio and sounded like old woman.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kididine Raggio speaking.
Garfield rose up from his floaty chair and listened to the shocking and terrible news.
As you know, I plan on taking over the world with my new clothing line, and you will all be enslaved to me and my rule. Resist is futile. Also, I plan to get rid of lasagna in my new world order.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Pasta is so fattening.
She laughed and the radio transmission was off.
What?
Garfield stood up in a rage.
This is outrageous.
He flexed his might muscles and growled.
I will not stand for this foolishness.
He stood up and jumped from his chair and toward the railing.
Fear not, world, I will stop this evil tyrant.
John ran out to the pool and shouted.
Here, Garfield, take this jetpack.
He chucked the jetpack and Garfield caught it and donned it on, clenching the straps as the jets roared to life, sending him into the sky, carrying his mighty form to the place where the great evil resides. Meanwhile, Ragyo was holding Satsuki and Ryuko, her daughters, in captivity.
Let us go, mother!
Satsuki shouted.
You cannot keep us here. Someone will rescue us.
Damn right. Garfield won't stand for this.
Ryuko hissed.
Shout out to the Ryuko on the audience there.
Please don't lose your way.
He will beat you with his manliness and his muscles.
Foolish girls. Do you really think he will save you? Not doing that whole laugh.
Ragyo laughed as she placed a hand over her mouth, laughing like evil noblewoman.
Not even he can stand up to my beloved elite.
You lie!
Satsuki yelled with anger and denial.
I never lie. Soon, Garfield will accept defeat, and I will rule him, as well as the world. Ha 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 ha.
Ragyo grinned and turned to the window.
Come and get me, Garfield. I will be waiting.
Garfield, please, save us.
Ryuko whispered in sadness and hope. Meanwhile, Garfield was flying through the air in great vigor and justice. His muscles tensed in anticipation as he saw the hideout of the evil Kiryuin Corps.
Sorry, that's a tough word to pronounce.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just you wait, ragwoman. I will be there and I will beat you fair.
Garfield boomed as he removed the jetpack and fell to the earth with both style and grace. He made a crater as he landed because of his powerful and awe-inspiring physique made it possible.
Now where's her army? I must have my workout before facing the enemy.
Garfield!
Satsuki's underlings ran toward him in happiness.
You have come!
Yes, I have. What is the situation?
Garfield frowned with utter seriousness.
Okay, we're gonna need someone from the audience to read this next part. So, I'll leave it up to Skull Kid.
Let's see. How about you right here, Lincoln Park?
Whoever did that is amazing. Oh my God.
Garfield, Our Lady Satsuki has been imprisoned along with Ryuko.
Sanagayama bowed with sheer reverence.
I am sorry.
No need for apologies. There is only time for action, and I must act with great haste.
Garfield placed a hand on the kneeling boy.
Lord Garfield, let us help you as a way to make up for our incompetence.
Gamaguri pleaded.
No, there is no need. My mighty guns will be enough.
Garfield kissed his manly muscles and posed like a male model.
Get it, girl.
2-inch pythons, brother.
Okay. Oh, Garfield, you are so brave. I'll never forget you.
Nanan kissed Garfield, making him feel happy and more focused on saving the world from Ragyo's evil.
Don't worry, my dear. I'll save your lady and her friend, and we will make the sweetest of live under the full moon.
What a suave motherfucker.
Garfield's suave voice was like sweet nothings into Nanan's ear as she fainted in his arms, sighing deep with bliss.
Godspeed, Garfield.
Inamuta saluted.
Thank you very much.
I don't need the speed of God. I need my speed to fight through evil and win the day.
With that, Garfield then ran like wind and whooshed himself toward the height of the evil rainbow peak.
He took it off.
He fell with style and grace.
Raggio was sitting on throne, sipping her tea like a noble. Classy lady.
Lady Raggio, we have big trouble.
The guard ran up to her, fear in his little heart.
Speak, fool.
Raggio snapped, annoyed.
Garfield is here. He's killing us with vengeance in his heart. We're doomed!
The guard panicked like an idiot. Raggio stood up and smacked the guard with her gloved hand.
Pull yourself together, fool. I have the mightiest army the world has ever seen. He cannot hope to breach me.
She crossed her arms and glared at the sleeping guard.
Forgive me, my lady. I did not mean to doubt you.
The guard then crawled away.
Damn that manly beast. Something must be done.
Raggio growled as she headed up toward her telescope room and saw the carnage that her foe was making out in the battlefield through her scope. Garfield roared like 100 lions as he began to slaughter the elite guard of Raggio's army, blood coating his abs and arm muscles as he tore apart a big guard in half.
Give me more guards to fight, Raggio. I am not scared. I am Garfield, the hero of all that is justice and lasagna.
Garfield stared right through the scope, pointing his finger at the rainbow-haired queen.
Curse you, Garfield.
Raggio fell onto her buttocks and stood up in a righteous fury.
I must prepare for his arrival.
She then headed towards her room in a hurry. Satsuki and Ryuko were sitting in the jail cell, shivering like little scared girls.
I'm scared, sister.
Ryuko whimpered in fear.
I am too, Ryuko.
Satsuki looked at her little sister.
But I have hope in Garfield. He will save us.
Suddenly, there was a loud boom! Boom!
There is no need to fear. Garfield is here.
Garfield stood in front of hole he made in the wall.
Garfield!
The two girls shouted as the brave orange cat tore apart the cell bars and made a huge hole in them.
You are now free, ladies, for justice will be the champion.
Garfield shouted with confidence.
Thank you, Garfield.
Ryuko kissed him on the cheek.
You are our hero.
Yes, Garfield. We never lost hope.
Satsuki kissed her savior on the cheek as well.
Do not fear, ladies. I will stop your twisted mother and bring life to this land once again.
Oh.
Garfield hugged the sisters in his big, strong arms.
Now go and return to your friends. I will take care of business here.
Be careful, Garfield.
Ryuko shouted.
We love you!
Satsuki shouted. Garfield stormed to the throne room where Raggio was waiting with an evil smile on her face.
Raggio, the time has come for us to settle score. You say you want to destroy lasagna? I will not allow it.
Fool, I'm the queen. I can do anything I want.
Raggio laughed and snapped her fingers. Nui, in all her devious cuteness, then appeared from the sky.
Okay. Accepted.
Hello, Garfield. I've been waiting for you. I cannot wait to shave your fur off and make it into my new dress.
You send a child to fight me? You are lowest of low.
Garfield glared death at Raggio, who just ignored him as if he were a fly.
I will not be ignored!
Nui screamed as she leapt at Garfield, not knowing the danger she was in. Garfield threw out his fist into her side, breaking her ribs.
Monster!
Nui wailed in pain and fear. She drew out her blade and swung it at him, but Garfield grabbed it and broke it into many pieces with his bare hands.
I eat steel for breakfast.
Garfield then slapped Nui across the face and punched her hard in the gut, making her vomit out her lunch.
What are you?
Nui staggered back in fear as Garfield marched toward her.
You want to know what I am?
Garfield looked down at her with contempt in his eyes.
I am the answer to those that cry out for justice. I am the man that will save the world from evil. I represent the American dream and freedom of all living beings. I am the god of lasagna and all those that crave it. I am Garfield!
He swung a fist, filled with the hopes and dreams and the wishes of the people, into her face, the sheer force making her explode into nothingness.
No!
Raggio shouted in terror.
Yes!
Garfield boomed in understanding.
There is no running away no more, Raggio.
You demon, I will make you pay!
Raggio then transformed into a beautiful, yet terrifying rainbow Gorgon goddess. She glared at her opponent.
I will end your pathetic justice.
Justice can never die.
Garfield became pumped as he began to glow with a golden aura.
I am allied to good and nightmare to you.
He's hulking out.
He's looking out.
I'm going Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
That is the most redundant title I've ever heard.
Blooper sound.
That's better, I like that.
The two roared as they leapt toward one another, claws and fists clashing against each other. Garfield blocked Raggio's attacks with rapid speed, while dishing out mighty blows. Raggio merely blocked the attacks with her long hair, but she lashed out at her masculine foe with her slashes. The battle of the two titans was a sight to behold as they took to the air, crashing through the roof.
Garfield!
Raggio roared.
Raggio!
Garfield bellowed.
Take this!
Raggio then unleashed a beam of rainbow-colored energy at Garfield.
For lasagna!
Garfield blasted an orb of golden light toward Raggio. The two attacks collided and there was a massive explosion. The two combatants stood facing each other, covered in bruises and cuts and dirt, glaring at each other. Ryuko, Satsuki, Mako, and Nanan looked at the battle going on.
Garfield, when?
Ryuko prayed.
Please, Garfield.
Satsuki prayed as well.
Come back to me alive, Garfield.
Nanan shouted.
Garfield, I never met you, but I want to see you for the first time. Please come.
Mako held her hands in worry. Garfield growled as he felt the prayers of the girls reach to his heart.
Girls, I will end this battle and come back alive.
You will not.
Raggio then summoned tendrils of her hair to bind Garfield in place.
I will defeat you, Garfield, and you will suffer for what you have done.
Then she smiled,
And
evilly.
I will break my daughters and their friends in front of you. It will be a pleasure to see how they will scream.
Raggio, that will be enough.
Garfield's body exploded into a white-hot radiance as Raggio looked on in horror.
Only if I kill you, then it will be enough.
Raggio roared back, despite the present fear seeped into her voice. Then Garfield began to lurch forwards, the aura making the binds on him wilt.
This hand is shining white. It tells me to bring justice and happiness in this nightmare you created. Feel my power!
threw his throbbing white fist toward the evil queen in her chest, setting her ablaze. Macho Man screamed in agony.
This is the end! Be gone, evil one!
Garfield unleashed all of his energy into Ragyo, making her glow brightly before she exploded in a massive burst of light. And then, the world let out a roar of victory. The evil was cleansed, and life was then born anew on the battle site where Garfield vanquished Ragyo. Everyone was partying and dancing like it was a fantasy come true. Meanwhile, Garfield was relaxing in bed with his new girls.
What a pimp.
They had spent their time giving him his just reward for being their hero.
Garfield.
Hey, that's my line, bitch. Oh, never mind, I'm just stupid.
Garfield, you're amazing. You wanted to say that?
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, no pun intended. Oh, Garfield, I never want you to go.
You go, Purd.
Garfield, you're the best.
Non giggled.
I love you, Garfield.
Mako piped up.
I know, girls. Life is great when you have beautiful babes, a hot body, and most of all, good lasagna.
Garfield stated sagely as he grabbed a tray of lasagna and wolfed it down like a god. The four gals giggled at their man's antics as they cuddled closer to Garfield, knowing that all was right with the world. And as long as there is lasagna, there will always be Garfield.
Wow. That's all I gotta say. Wow.
We got one more.
Coming up on the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one. Everyone's still here.
Hey, shout out to all you guys who've stuck through us, stuck with us through all this. Y'all are bae, so.
So far, what's been everyone's favorite one?
God, you are some sick people.
Y'all ready for the final tales?
I didn't hear you. Come on. That's more like it.
Our final fan fiction is called Fairy Kuga, English version.
Yeah, the writer who the author of this one, we don't think English is his first language.
We speculate what he did was he just grabbed all the story that he wrote and just threw it into Google Translate and then copy and pasted that bitch onto a Word file.
Do we know what the original language was?
That we
I think it was Cambodian, right?
Yeah, Cambodian. Portuguese.
I believe it was Cambodian.
It was Cambodian, yeah.
Let's finish this.
Finish it.
Let us finish the fight.
Chapter 1.
Fatality.
It is strange fan fiction is not clear and sensible. Don't like it, do not read.
Okay. I'm gone.
Well, that was enough to, we needed to
Yeah, this
press
is an introduction from the author. He didn't state it though, so
He put it after chapter 1.
yeah.
I not have any rights here above fairy tale or common writer. You can just hear the cries of sadness already. I am just the fans who have enough to do. Yeah. Oh yes, Godai, here a bit OC, so don't be surprised. Say ya.
We think he meant see ya, but he didn't spell it like that.
Say to say.
Chapter 1 comes a supreme warrior in the Earthland.
This is the second chapter 1 of this fiction.
Chapter 1.5.
There you go.
So he sucks at English and he can't do math. How about that?
On Hargion, 783 years.
So, Uncle, can you fix it?
Asked the black-haired youth, age 19, and to the mechanic who was checking his motorcycle vehicle, or more precisely, Beat Chaser 2000.
And I just want to put a side note here. The author put like 1 million different names for this character, Uncle. So I just thought that was funny. Anyway, difficult.
Muttered the mechanics while continuing to look seriously toward the Beat Chaser 2000 in front of him.
Different energy sources with existing motors in the world. The rest can still outsmart me with my abilities.
Mechanical murmured with a serious expression.
So, it can be fixed?
He asked the owner of the motor, and to a mechanic once again.
I have to change the point of fuel sources alone. Remainder can fix this with my abilities.
Obviously, motor mechanic to the owner.
Oh, that?
Murmured the young man innocently.
More importantly, Godai,
Called to the owner of the motor mechanic, who is now unnamed Godai Know It.
what will you do after this?
The mechanic asked in a serious tone to the relaxed Godai Yusuke youth he had just met yesterday.
How, ya?
Godai murmured with a slight tinge of doubt, while looked for a place to sit nearby on the occupied.
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
Godai murmured innocently.
Can you become seriously a little bit about this problem?
I just read it. I don't write it.
Sighed resignedly middle-aged mechanic who did not know what to do with this one young man.
I just want to make a note. This character has changed names like 5 or 6 different times.
His uncle, mechanic, and mechanical. There's a couple more names as we go.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all right, Dan-san. All will be fine.
Now he's Dan.
Dan-san.
Which, that's cool, because that's actually my real name, so.
Godai says with a big smile, an upbeat and Kungan, accompanied by her thumb.
Suddenly I am a woman. It's all right.
He said once again.
And now I'm a man.
You.
Mechanic called and could only sigh before finally closed his eyes for a moment, and then smiled.
Really weird person.
Criticism, and the slight smile that is not understood by Godai, who could only stare just like a fool.
What?
We're lost too, it's alright.
I don't understand how you guys can't keep up.
I have a headache and this shit's not helping.
We're all gonna be really drunk after this.
Let's do it!
Dan.
Oh, see?
So you can, Vulcan, it's often talking about.
Where are you at?
Oh, this might be destiny. That's You're at this might be destiny.
I was just eager to get through this anyway.
This might be destiny.
Muttered, and while remembering his encounter with the young man named Yusuke Godai before the start modified Beat Chaser 2000. Flashback, 1 day ago. As usual, Dan takes the material to the machine shop, parts of the neighboring town through the forest every month. But today is not so smooth trip home.
So you, Vulcan, it's often people talking about.
Murmured Dan when found himself surrounded by about 20 Vulcan forest journey home. I got lost in that grammar
I
too.
think he got jumped in the forest by a bunch of Vulcans.
By 21.
That's at least what I can...
That's too many Spocks for me to handle.
This is not logical at all.
That's...
Vulcan.
The forest is our territory. Humans who wish to pass must give their valuable objects That's what it says. K-H-I, K-H-I, K-H-I.
Said Vulcan Forrest, who looked like a they leader to Dan.
Sorry, but I do not want to give my precious treasure to horde forest monkeys like you.
We didn't write this.
We didn't write this.
Dan calmly said that to the Forest Vulcan.
Grr. And die.
Vulcan gang leader shouted as he lunged forwards Dan at the same time. Not the slightest flinch, Dan took a good pair of pistols from his robes and targeting to Vulcan towards the left and right.
Gun magic! Air shot!
In one fell swoop, he shot back to Vulcan with his air shot magic.
This seems to be difficult.
Murmured Dan. We're aware the position is not good.
Reading this shit's difficult.
Amen. Vulcan surrounded from all directions, and he was lost in terms of number and strength. Himself that he could do as he kept firing Vulcan and avoid blow by blow is directed him. A Vulcan unwittingly appeared suddenly from behind and launched a very hard blow to him until thrown a few feet away.
This is really bad.
He muttered, losing his accent and trying to get up.
I think that was about the fanfiction. I think the author was talking about his own story right there.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Do not look tough, human being.
Taunt Vulcan leadership. Dan flocked to the already marginalized and do not have a place to escape again.
This is really bad.
Murmured Dan once again after seeing his condition and surroundings.
He said it.
Trying to think to get out of this problem, Dan tried to accumulate some plan in his head, but have not had time to find a plan that fits him, shocked by a dimensional hole that suddenly opened in front of him. From inside the hole appeared a young man who was riding a two-wheeled vehicle that he had never seen. The young man jumped out of the pit and landed right between Vulcan and his hordes.
Who?
Murmured Dan without lowering his guard. The young man did not answer, just surprised to see the dimension's hole where he came close so quickly. Audible sigh of disappointment from the young man's mouth, from his closed helmet, before he realized where he was at this time.
Where am I? Oh wait.
No.
Oh, sorry.
He corrected it. Hold on.
Sorry, I had proper English there for a second. Where I am?
Murmured the young man, a little surprised to see a group of giant monkeys in front of him, before he realized that there were people who were injured behind him. Without thinking, he immediately rushed towards injured Dan, an opening of his helmet.
Are you okay?
The first thing that the young man uttered, while Dan still do not understand, what just happened, can only nod his head.
The Vulcan leader.
Oh, okay. So, thank God.
Sighed the young man's gratitude. Of the experimental method, and the young man Dan knew he was not a bad person or something. No person with malicious intent able constructing expressions like this. Expression of innocence and honesty. Dan can feel the aura that young man is right in front of real people who are very good and so caring for others.
Grow one again is not a problem.
Said Lead Vulcan with full confidence, followed by cheers from his followers behind him.
Yeah! So you were hurt, this man?
The mysterious young man asked to Vulcan.
Yes, so what?
Vulcan's leadership challenged the mysterious young man. But unfortunately, they did not know that the young man in front of them is really angry. And who stands beside the boy, could clearly feel his anger.
You do not need to interfere. This is dangerous. Hurry up and run away.
Said Dan tried to warn.
How can I escape when there were wounded before me? I fight to protect everyone's smile, so take a look at my changes.
What a good man.
The boy said with a serious tone, while placing his hand in his waist. And magically appear a strange belt around his waist before he put a strange poses that do not really understand and.
Henshin!
In a young man's cry of strange movement, before it eventually turned into a humanoid stag beetle with a red shirt covering the upper body. The stag beetle reflects his helmet with 2 big, round red eyes and 3 golden horn beetle-shaped heads. Yes, this is Kuga, mighty form.
This.
Dan just be amazed with the changes made by the youth in front of it. Not him, it. Without a word, Kuga fight, brace to face 20 Vulcan front.
A change would not make a difference.
Vulcan leader shouted as he launched a straight punch toward Kuga. But unfortunately, such a blow with the level easily to stops by Kuga with both hands that would make the Vulcan surprised.
What?
Shouted the Vulcan, is surprised that no human being can withstand a direct blow, them and without budging. Much talk Kuga pushed back Vulcan, who tried to attack with boxing it up, pretty far flung backward.
Bastard!
Vulcan leader's furious when he was thrown backwards by Kuga. While others can only be silenced, Vulcans see them dropped by his young chief.
I have to press... I'm sorry. This is funny. I have to press M power so it's not deadly.
Kuga muttered to himself as he put the horses back. And at the head of the Vulcan leader, without a lot of talk, Kuga rushed towards him, and without thinking, Kuga launched a jump kick towards the Vulcan until he was thrown backward, kicked back by Kuga. Feeling annoyed, repulsed, 2 successive hit, the leaders of Vulcan tried to rise once again. However, his chest suddenly felt hot and seemed a strange symbol in place. He was kicked by Kuga. That spell, burning, finally exploded.
Oh my god.
Seeing the boss dropped unconscious, Vulcan began to panic.
So who's next?
Kuga asked to hordes Vulcan while back-braced fight. See, I'm losing IQ points by the second, guys.
I'm already brain dead.
It's just like beer.
Seeing the condition of their leaders and know that they face a very tough opponent in front of them. So the Vulcan choose to bring their leader and run away as soon as possible. Good choice. Kuga felt it was safe to stop the changes and return Ro his human form and walked over Dan slowly.
Now it's safe.
The boy said as he held out his hand to help.
Who are you?
Full of wonder, Dan curiosity, with which replied with a smile by the young man.
Godai Yusuke,
replied the young man with a friendly while helping and standing. It didn't say a friendly anything, it just said a friendly.
Godai Yusuke?
Dan repeating Godai words. End of flashback.
Wait for it.
Don't try to make sense of it. You're just gonna hurt yourself.
Wait for it.
End of chapter.
That's the end of the chapter, but hold on.
But he included a little something extra for all you guys, you know?
Just for you, his #1 fans.
Yes.
Well done already. Ugly Chapter 1. Sorry if yes.
Yes! This BDW, my OC character bio. Name, Godai Yusuke. Age, 19 years. Magic transformation, Kuga. Like, smile. Hate, sorrowful tears, bad people, and people who are blinded strength as Daguva.
Daguva. It's Dog.
Bio, men with 2,000 talent, Godai Yusuke. Name, Dan Celio. Celio?
Cello.
Yeah, this is the character that was Uncle, Mechanic, Mechanical, dancing.
Yeah.
The man with millions.
Age 28 years. Wait, he said he was middle-aged earlier. Is that, 28 years? Magic. Magic gun. Like machine. Hate bad guys and sucks.
Like this fanfiction.
Yeah, he would hate this. Biographical data. If you ask about the machine or the like, please ask me. Don't worry, I'm not going to. I don't want to know.
Part of the description for this fanfiction was like, I'm gonna write this one chapter, and if you enjoy it, feel free to write the rest for me.
Yeah.
That's all we got for you.
That's all, folks. Really appreciate y'all coming out tonight.
So go enjoy yourselves.
So are we gonna see y'all next year? That's what I like to hear. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the con. Go out there and make some bad decisions.
If you want to find us, look we're on Facebook, Wolfpack Cosplay. We go to a lot of cons, so
Yeah. Like us on Facebook, Wolfpack Cosplay. For more of our shenanigans.
And this will also be going on YouTube.
Water, and then I didn't want to come all the way back up there.